All right, I'm pretty upset, and I'm going to get all animated in this one. COVID-19, totally get it. A lot of things happening. Mortgage world is really, really crazy right now. But there are some things going on right now that are just stupid, just absolutely stupid. And I can't believe that they're happening. I really can't. And I'm going to read one here. And this isn't the only, I'm not going to name the lender or anything like that. Maybe they're listening. I don't know. They're a very big lender here in the United States. And I think some of their executives or whoever is making these cockamamie dumb overlays up is an idiot, is an absolute idiot. Now, maybe I'm an idiot. And if I'm an idiot, I'll own it. I will own it. And somebody, if they want to make if you want to make a comment on this video or whatever, please make a comment. Educate me. Educate me. So during any type of pandemic, which is what this has been labeled as a pandemic, I don't necessarily agree with that, but anytime there's something that happens, who's the first group of people or segment of people that lenders start to pick on? You don't have to answer. I'll answer it for you. Self-employed borrowers. So here we go, right? Self-employed borrowers. Let's pick on you. Let's pick on self-employed borrowers, which, mind you, make up the majority of the people out there who work. Small business owners. Let's pick on the small people, right? Let's pick on the self-employed small business owners. Now, I get there's a lot of other workers out there. I totally get it. I have a soft heart for self-employed borrowers because they're the ones putting their necks on the line to, employ people and do things for the communities within which they live in. And now we are trying to destroy that. And it irritates the hell out of me. It really irritates me. So anyway, okay. So I'm going to read this to you. So pardon me for looking down here, but I want to make sure I get this right. So new self-employed documentation requirements. 60 days of asset statements showing 6 months. So 60 days asset statements, no big deal, right? We always ask for 2 months bank statements. Showing 6 months PITIA, principal, interest, tax, insurance, and association, homeowner association, in reserves. So let me get this straight, Mr. Lender. Somebody puts 50% down. They're better off putting 40% down so that they have the 6 months reserves in than putting 50% down? Is that the idea behind this? Give me a break. I mean, really? And by the way, Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac, if somebody puts that kind of money down, they don't, in a lot of cases, require reserves. They don't require it. Why? Because there's equity position in the property, right? Equity position in the property, so they don't require a lot of reserves. But you're going to require reserves? That makes it a better borrower? That makes it a better borrower. Interesting. Or it makes it less risky for you, even though Fannie Mae, Freddie Mac say they're going to buy the property or buy the paper. Business tax returns. Okay, got it. We need business tax returns to show income. Understood that. No problem. If the business is a sole proprietorship, personal tax returns are acceptable. Okay, cool. Got it. Audited profit and loss statement of the most recent month. Audited. Okay, there goes $3,000 to buy a house. Audited profit and loss statement. You want an audited profit and loss statement. Interesting. Or 30-day business asset from the most recent month. Business asset. In other words, they want your business bank statement. So let me get this straight. You're going to now judge people on what they have in their business account. And if they don't have what you like, what are you going to do? You're going to turn it down? If that business only has $10 in it, in that business bank account, you're going to turn it down? Does that make a lot of sense? I mean, really? What kind of dumb thing is that? I mean, who thinks of these things? I'll tell you who thinks of these things. These are people that are up in the high rise in the clouds, and they're looking down at all the minions and saying, hey, how can we irritate them? That's who's making up these. Now, again, if I'm the dumb one here, please tell me I'm dumb. Please tell me I'm dumb, because I'm not getting this one. I'm not getting this one at all. A lot of them I get. This one I'm not getting. If the business is a sole proprietorship, a personal asset statement from the most recent month is acceptable. So sole proprietors are okay, while others aren't. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. This is just one lender. This is one lender, but this just irritates me, as you can see. Very irritating. I'm not understanding it at all. Who do we always go after? We always go after the self-employed borrowers. Right now, we're in the middle of a pandemic. Are we saying that nurses who are getting furloughed. People are getting furloughed, right? So that means that they're not working as much. They're having to take hours off. Everybody's affected by this pandemic, but you want to pick on the self-employed because they're higher risk. Okay. Yeah. I would argue that there's still a lot of self-employed borrowers. The landscapers are still landscaping out there. I would argue that. I would argue that all day long. So this is just, it's insanity to me. Well, anyway, that is my